Hello, it's Reviews Day Tuesday, and today I'm going to be reviewing Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is obviously a classic and goes alongside books like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and gives you a great classical background around supernatural sort of things. It's really great if you're reading stuff like the Twilight Saga or if you're really into stuff like that, because it gives you a superb background knowledge of the sort of supernatural ways, and also helps you find out the sort of histories of them, if that makes sense. So you'll get a background about how they started and how these sort of thoughts became what is now the Twilight Saga. And if you're really interested in debating stuff like this with your friends, I think that backgrounds like this are really important, especially if you're trying to talk about how you don't like how Edward sparkles in the sunlight, or why they bite in a particular way. I know there are a lot of different films and versions and books about vampires and zombies and stuff like that, and having a background knowledge of their sort of supernatural beings I think is really important, especially if you are going to try and debate with people on the internet. And if you're thinking that this is going to be a really hard book to read, yes, it's quite thick, but it's really entertaining. I found it fun and interesting, and it gave me a whole different viewpoint of the whole supernatural sort of thing. I wasn't really interested in it before, but reading this classic definitely brought me up to speed a little bit. And if you're thinking that it's going to be really hard to read, it's not Pride and Prejudice, which actually now comes in these beautiful watercolour copies, and it includes all of Jane Austen's books, and you can buy those at any local bookstore or on Amazon if you're a cheapskate. So yeah, it's not difficult to read, it's not hard to read, it's not difficultly written, it doesn't use exquisite language. It is nice and it is well written, but it's not particularly difficult. So yeah, I definitely recommend it, whatever your purpose may be, even if you're just looking for another classic to read. And if you want to hear some more of my reviews, you can click here to watch last week's Reviews Day Tuesday, or you can find me in the description below on Goodreads, which obviously I haven't finished updating yet, but will soon be perfectly fine. Hello, it's 2 days later, but I'm really tired, and I didn't realise that my camera had stopped recording, so I'm sorry that this review has been so short. If you do want to see more of my reviews, you can click here for last 2 weeks' episode, or go to the description where my Goodreads account is linked, and you can see hundreds of reviews of all the books that I've read over the last few years, and you can click here for some slam poetry that I uploaded last week, and click here for some more information about Roster Books, and also find more in the description. I hope you enjoyed this Reviews Day Tuesday. I'm sorry it's been so short, but I've had a really busy week. I hope to tell you about it in a vlog at some point, so yeah.